Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today. Live Music Nation podcast. I'm your host, Jake Gill. This is a special edition today. We are with our friend Lisa, and she is with Antique Texas. What is it?
Antique Alley, Texas.
Antique Alley, Texas.
Yes,
your
sir.
your name is way cooler than Antique. What is it? No, I got you. That's awesome. Lisa, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Lisa, give us a little background on you. Where'd you grow up? Talk a little
Well, I
bit
was born
about.
and raised in Euless, Texas.
Okay, I know where that's at. Give us a little background on your family and your career.
Well, goodness, how much time do you have? Well, you
Not
don't have
much.
much time.
Not much, Lisa.
Let me just say that our festival is based in Grandview, Texas, and what drew me to Grandview, my grandparents had a farm here in Grandview, and so I moved down here in 1999 to take care of my elder father, who had moved to Grandview to take care of his mom and dad, who were farmers and ranchers. My granddad moved to Grandview to get away from his 10 sisters. They were originally from West Texas. So I wasn't born in Grandview, but I got here as quick as I could.
Very good. Very good. All right. Let's jump into Antique Alley. What's going on here? What are you guys doing down there?
Oh my goodness. Well, we just added an eighth town. There are 8 towns that participate in this festival. We started it in 1999. There were some small business owners here in Grandview. Grandview's such a sleepy little town. There was a dress shop owner and a 10,000 square foot antique mall, and they decided to coordinate a sidewalk sale together. Well, the dress shop owner, Betty, she had a friend who lived out in the country on the Cleburne end. So there's a farm to market highway, Highway 4. So Betty joined up with this group of folks from Cleburne, and we all decided to have sales at the exact same time. My business partners and we purchased the Farmers and Merchants Bank building in downtown Grandview, right across the street from the 10,000 square foot antique mall. And so we jumped in feet first to promote this festival. Back then, it was just referred to as Antique Alley, but as we grew, we modified the name about 2004, around there, and we kept telling each other, well, somebody needs to go register this festival name. And my friend down on the Cleburne end kept saying, no, I haven't done it yet. I haven't done it yet. So we ran out there to the county, and my business partner and I are the legal owners of the name of the festival. But it's not just our festival. It belongs to so many more people than just us.
I got you. Okay, so I'm going to ask these 3 questions because it'll help our listener with just understanding what you guys are doing down there. What does it look like? What does it smell like, meaning food in the air? And what does it sound like, meaning activities and other things going on?
Well, it's crazy wild, and every show is different. So it's a biannual event, and it's always held on the 3rd Friday weekend every April and September, proudly since 1999. So the first town to join us, of course, it was Grandview and Cleburne, and we had Fields property owners out there on that highway, that farm to market road, and they would set vendors in the fields. It does smell good. There are a lot of food trucks. There are a lot of colorful characters that participate, artists, junkers, antiquers, and it's just a lot of fun. It's spread out over, goodness, I don't know how many 100 miles it is now.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
All right, so talk about what you got. Talk about what other activities will be going on.
Oh my goodness! Well, there's musical entertainment. No specific band that I could promote to you or tell you specifically about, because every show it's different.
Sure, but you offer it, yeah.
Yeah, so our business partners, our small businesses, I guess what I need to get to, the key to the success of this thing is we figured out, a small group of small retail business owners figured out, you know what, we want to have a significant tourism event here in Johnson and Ellis County. So there's 2 counties, 8 towns, chambers of commerce, the cities of, and there are multiple business associations that we all work together, and we figured out how to do it. So one year, about 10 years ago, my business partner partnered up with the gentleman across the street that now owns what used to be that 10,000 square foot antique mall, is now an event venue with retail downstairs and apartments upstairs. And he put in a beautiful stage. It's called the Firefly Stage. And so you were asking about what kind of music or what kind of activities and events. Well, basically, it's a family friendly event where you might go to one field and you'll see an antique Poppin' Johnny tractor pulling an old fashioned ice cream churn, and there's homemade ice cream. And then Nita, she partnered up and got all the area churches. We have 7 Baptist churches, I think, in Grandview. Grandview's a tiny little one horse, one red light blinking town. And we had all these churches get together and they put on an a cappella show, and it was the biggest hit ever. They brought their personalities into it, and it was just a lot of fun. Downtown Grandview, we just change and we go with the flow. And so right now we have what we call Antique Alley Junction, downtown Maypearl, downtown Venus, Texas, downtown Alvarado, Joshua, Waxahachie over in Ellis County. I know I'm leaving somebody out. There's 8 of us. I have a website, but it points to my social media right now.
Gotcha.
So you could get on Facebook. It's Facebook.com/Antique Alley Texas, all spelled out. And there is where we are inclusive. We make sure that we don't just advertise our little event in downtown Grandview, Antique Alley Junction. And I also own an antique store, Poppin' Grand's Antiques. Well, you're going to see me in there, but what you're really going to see is that I am really into promoting my business partner. So we've got a little rivalry going with downtown Cleburne. I might as well get that out there. We like to poke fun with each other. So there's a beautiful venue in downtown Cleburne with the Downtown Cleburne Merchants Association. So to all the listeners, we want you to come to Grandview. People say, well, where do I start? And we say, well, where are you coming from? And, we go from there. But one of the guys, he owns an antique store. He owns several historic buildings. He put a big sign up downtown Cleburne. It said Antique Alley starts here. Well, I jumped on my social media and I said, well, okay, that's just fine. But we want you to know, we think Antique Alley, Texas starts right here in Grandview, Texas. So y'all come on out, but you can't see it all in a day. There's way too much. So you want to book a whole weekend. And so for all those folks that like to get in their RV and go find a place, I would suggest go to Ham Creek. It's on FM 916 in Rio Vista, Texas. It's right not too far from the Antique Alley shopping trail, and it's right on the Brazos River, and it just doesn't get much better than that.
Well, you said it as good as you could. That's perfect.
I can talk your ear off all day.
You definitely could. You definitely could. Okay, I got a couple of questions for you, Lisa.
Okay.
I'm in live music and live entertainment, so I always enjoy asking this question because I just like to get a taste of the flavor. And
yes, sir.
There's people as they go through there. Lisa, you live in Texas. What is the best concert you've ever seen in your entire life?
Oh my goodness. Willie Nelson at the Beaumont Ranch, Grandview, Texas.
Yeah. There you go. All right.
And hey, if you perform, there are so many venues that you could play. You could play in downtown Grandview. We could make that happen. You could play. There's a new winery out in Ellis County that's just come on board. They hosted a musical event during this last festival, and I don't know the details on that. I was busy chasing my tail. But there's another winery in Cleburne, off in the big middle of the Antique Alley Trail. They have a wonderful place for musicians to set up and entertain guests.
Gotcha.
And they participate. Yeah.
Very good.
You can see the full list on on our social media page, I put them all on there. We only ask that they keep their event family friendly. Let's make it okay to bring the kids. And so you'll see the full list. There's so many places a person could go to participate in the Antique Alley Texas Festival. And it's, you shop during the daylight hours. Our junkers love it. So we draw dealers, antique dealers. We draw interior design people looking for items for their clients. And we have junkers. And so so when everybody gets tired, they go find a place wherever they're staying. The hotels, motels, the Airbnbs, we have a brand new bed and breakfast, an Airbnb in Grandview. I mean, just a couple of miles off the main trail, and she's already filled up, and she's brand new. She's got these tiny homes. She actually acquired family land that had been in their family for many, many years. So she bought her uncle out, and she's put in this Airbnb. We've got it going in downtown Grandview.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Very good. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Lisa, how do people find out more information about you? You don't want them going to your Facebook page, or where?
I would love for them to go to my Facebook page,
Okay.
and it's all spelled out, Antique Alley, Texas, on the Facebook. I'm on Instagram as well, although, I don't know how to work that Instagram very well. So, I mean,
It's different. Yeah, it's just different. Yep.
And, but I have partnered up with a business owner in downtown Cleveland. She and I are going to get my website. I do own Antique Alley, Texas, the domain, and I'll get that thing back up and running. But in the meantime,
sure,
they can find me on social media. And then, of course, the Cleveland Chamber of Commerce, Waxahachie Merchants Association. A lot of people are out there advertising the event with us. So there's a lot of places you can go, but I'm the main one that'll tell you all about it.
All right.
Not just my event.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Lisa, thanks for being on with us. I appreciate you.
Hey, thank you, Jake. I really appreciate you having me today.
You bet.
Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine.